It is with great sadness that I bring you this news just a day after Christmas. Just moments ago, we here at ENCA have learnt of the sad and tragic passing of Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu, passed away at his home in Cape Town at the age of 90. Condolences streaming in from around the country and, of course, around the world at the passing of a man who's been described as a pioneer and a fighter as well. We do have a statement from the President that's been sent to us just a few moments ago. If you did miss any of it, allow me just to remind viewers of what the President has said, sending out the statement, expressing on behalf of all South Africans profound sadness at the passing today, Sunday, the 26th of December, 2021, of Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Impilo Tutu, the last surviving South African laureate at the Nobel Peace Prize, passing away in Cape Town at the age of 90 years old. The President and the entire country expressing heartfelt condolences, sending those condolences to Mum Leah Tutu, the Tutu family, the board and the staff, of course, of the Desmond and Leah Tutu Legacy Foundation, the elders and Nobel Laureate Group, the friends, comrades, associates, nationally and globally, of this iconic spiritual leader, according to the statement. He was, of course, an anti-apartheid activist and global human rights campaigner as well. From the President as well, part of the statement sent to us is from the pavements, and I'm quoting, from the pavements of resistance in South Africa to the pulpits of the world's greatest cathedrals and places of worship, the prestigious setting of the Nobel Peace Prize ceremony as well. The Arch distinguished himself as a non-sectarian, inclusive champion of universal human rights. And I continue the quote from the President. In his richly inspiring yet challenging life, Desmond Tutu overcame tuberculosis, the brutality of the apartheid security forces, and the successive apartheid regimes. Neither Caspers, tear gas, nor security agents could intimidate him or deter him from the steadfast belief in our liberation. I'll continue to end the statement. He remained true to his convictions during our democratic dispensation and maintained his vigor and vigilance as he held leadership and the burgeoning institutions of our democracy to account inescapable and always fortifying ways forward. One more quote from the President and the Presidency. We share this moment of deep loss with Mum Leah Tutu, the Archbishop's soulmate and source of strength and insight, who made a monumental contribution in her own right to our freedom and to the development of our democracy. And I end with this from the Presidency. We pray that Archbishop Tutu's soul will rest in peace, but that his spirit will stand sentry over the future of our nation. Let us now, on ENCA, look back on the incredible legacy and life of Archbishop Desmond Tutu.
Thank you very much.
He was a man who knew how to laugh.
Hi, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Kind boy.
Thank you.
And to cry. For decades, Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu was South Africa's moral compass.
Feeling of national euphoria that took hold in those early years of our democracy masked the necessity for us to follow through the work of healing a society battered and bruised by centuries of racial division and oppression.
The man fondly known as the Arch was born in Klerksdorp in the former Transvaal in 1931. His father was a teacher, his mother a cleaner and cook. A young Tutu used to go to white people's homes offering a laundry service. He would collect and deliver the clothes while his mother would wash them. Tutu wanted to become a doctor, but because of a lack of funds, studied to be a teacher. In 1955, he married Nomalizo Leah Shenxani, one of his father's pupils. 3 years after the introduction of Bantu education in 1953, Tutu abandoned teaching in protest. He went on to study theology and was ordained as a priest in the Anglican Church. In 1978, Tutu was appointed General Secretary of the South African Council of Churches, leading the clergy in their opposition of apartheid. In the 1980s, Tutu earned the wrath of conservative white South Africans when he said that there would be a black prime minister within the next 5 to 10 years. His tireless fight for freedom was recognized in 1984 when he was awarded the prestigious Nobel Peace Prize.
When you've been given the Nobel Peace Prize, it doesn't really belong to you, or in a way you can say it makes you answerable to the world. I mean, the world, as it were, has a piece of you.
Tutu was known for being fearless. In 1985, he and a fellow bishop saved a suspected police informer from being burnt to death in Duduza Township. Tutu pushed through a mob of angry youths and rescued the badly beaten man just as he was about to be thrown into his burning car, a petrol-soaked tire around his neck. In 1986, Tutu became the first black Archbishop of Cape Town, heading the Anglican Church in southern Africa. And then, finally, democracy. Tutu coined the phrase, the Rainbow Nation, his vision for the newly freed country.
Among Madiba's greatest gifts to South Africa was the lesson he taught us to see beyond pigmentation, beyond gender, beyond sexual orientation, beyond social status and religious belief, to acknowledge the worth of all people. That's where it begins.
A year after the 1994 elections, Tutu was appointed to lead the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. He retired as Archbishop of Cape Town in 1996 to devote his time to this cause.
Beautiful land with its wonderful people of different races, cultures, and languages, so that it will be a land of laughter and joy, of justice and reconciliation, of peace and unity, of compassion, caring and sharing.
Since the demise of apartheid, Tutu has campaigned for gay rights, against the Iraq War, and former Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe's regime, as well as climate change.
We have only one home. This is the only home we have.
In 2007, the Arch joined a group of senior world leaders such as former President Nelson Mandela and former US President Jimmy Carter to form the Elders to promote peace efforts around the world. In May 2013, the Arch declared that he would no longer vote for the ANC, praising its role in freeing the country from oppression, but condemning it for not doing enough to fight inequality, violence and corruption.
I won't vote for them. That is something that I have said. And I say it with a very sore, very heavy heart. Because I have felt that on the whole, they have tended to be close to the kinds of things that we dreamt about.
Tutu had a close friendship with Nelson Mandela. When the former statesman died in December 2013, Tutu initially said he wouldn't be at the funeral because he hadn't been invited. Government denied this, and the Arch did attend.
Now I want to show the world which has come out here to celebrate the life of an extraordinary icon. We want to say thank you to that world, but you
must show that world that we are disciplined.
In that same year, the Desmond and Leah Tutu Legacy Foundation was established, focusing on youth development and social justice. He is survived by his wife Leah and 4 children: Trevor Tamsanqa, Tandeka Teresa, Nontombi Naomi, and Mpho, a reverend who left the Anglican Church because it wouldn't accept her because she's gay. Throughout his life, Tutu spoke out about injustice wherever he saw it.
The 26th of December 2021 is going to be remembered as a day of sadness. As South Africa this morning receiving the news, ENCA receiving the statement from the presidency just minutes ago that the beloved Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu, at the age of 90, has passed away in Cape Town. We'll bring you more on this throughout this morning.